stakes. For many years, Lakeside has offered to the public a summer resort of the Chautauqua type, operated on a non-profit basis. It is a complete town of 700 houses, 200 of which are for rent. There are also 7 hotels, 8 restaurants, and a fine camping ground. It is a summer playground where the entire family can enjoy a clean, wholesome, joyous vacation with absolute moral safety and at a price to meet any purse. Besides offering provisions for various games and the usual bathing, boating, and fishing of a summer resort, Lakeside provides a carefully planned program of interdenominational religious services, lectures, music, plays, motion pictures, and so forth. One of these programs is given each evening in the spacious auditorium, while in Orchestral Hall, motion pictures are shown several times daily. At Marblehead is located one of the most famous lighthouses to be found on the Great Lakes. It was built in 1820 and now has a 330,000 candle power lamp. It stands on Marblehead Point, about 7 miles north of Sandusky. The light marks the eastern approach to South Passage, which is between the islands and the main shore. It is visible for 10 miles, and its red light is characterized by a flash every 10 seconds. Sandusky lays claim to the honor of being the port where more freshwater fish are handled than at any other in the world. This is due to the exceptional catches of fish taken in Lake Erie by commercial fisheries. It must be remembered that the Great Lakes are the largest bodies of fresh water on the globe. Scores of varieties of fish come to this vicinity to spawn on the reefs because of the geographical location. Commercial fishing opens in the spring on March 15th and continues until May 15th. Summer fishing begins June 1st and continues for 3 or 4 weeks. Fall fishing is from September 1st to December 1st. Over 5,000 tons of fish are shipped from the Sandusky area each year, either packed in ice or in tanks of water. In the cemetery at Clyde, Ohio, we find the grave of General James B. McPherson, the highest-ranking officer killed on the Federal side during the Civil War. Not far from where he is buried is the grave of George Burton Meek, the first man killed on the American side during the Spanish-American War. At Milan is the house in which Thomas A. Edison paid taxes until he passed away. He was born here February 11, 1847. Edison's inventive genius made him the father of many inventions. Among them are the Remington typewriter, quadruple telegraph, mimeograph, phonograph, incandescent lamp, dynamo, ore separator, motion picture camera, electric locomotive, valve gear, railway light signal system, and reversible galvanic batteries. Because of the ruthless killing of the Christian Indians at Gnadenhull sought vengeance on all white settlers in this section. To strike back at them, an expedition was recruited, commanded by Colonel Crawford. The Indians defeated the whites in a battle near what is now Upper Sandusky. Crawford was captured and taken to a point marked by a monument near what is now the town of Crawford. Some Columbus South High School students have sketched a portrayal of what is supposed to have taken place. Captain Pike, a Delaware chief, made a speech of condemnation after stripped the clothing from their victim. Crawford's body was painted black to indicate he was to be burned. A fire was built about the tortured man, who at last sank to the ground and was completely destroyed. The Blue Hole is the most extraordinary spring on the continent and perhaps in the world. This marvelous spring pours forth 7 million gallons of water every day, year in and year out, uninfluenced by flood or drought. This is enough water to supply a city of 75,000 inhabitants. The water comes from an underground river. An even temperature of 48 degrees is maintained summer and winter. The water as it comes forth is devoid of air, hence fish cannot live in it until it has been aerated. This is done by passing it over a series of small waterfalls. The true depth of the Blue Hole is unknown, but so clear is the water that one can see down a depth of 60 feet, where in motionless water appear myriads of strange formations, ranging from flowing white beards and hoary-headed giants to rich blue snow-covered mountains. The effects are heightened at night by submerged lights, which turn the pool into a fantastic dreamland. The water, after being aerated, is turned into a specially constructed bed, which winds and twists its way over the property of a fishing club. The club uses this stream to raise speckled trout. This artistic old mill brings to mind the fact that Tell Taylor, who was born and lived at Findlay, Ohio, wrote the well-known ballad, Down by the Old Mill Stream.
Memories, memories, down by the old mill stream where I first met you, with your eyes of blue, dressed in gingham blue. It was then I knew that you loved me true. You were 16